Welcome to the Full Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording, and it is 3:19 p.m. and that is Central Time. And today is March 19th. It's my daughter's 18th birthday. I really can't believe that we've gone this long. It feels like only yesterday she was born. Well, there's plenty to talk about in here today. So, the Bank of Japan raised rates for the first time in 17 years, and the yen weakened. So, back trading below the 150 level, or the dollar breaking higher here. And that's basically on the anticipation that the Bank of Japan might have raised rates, but the next time they do so might be a while away. And that's certainly something that helped to support the Nikkei in here today. Then China's markets were in negative territory. And there's still a lot of uncertainty around what's happening with the Chinese economy. The Hang Seng was down about 1%, but then there was a huge jump in demand for longer dated debt. So the 10-year yield gapped higher or gapped lower. And then the 30-year is at a new low. So this is clearly pricing in the scope here that the biggest concern that China has is potentially deflation. And of course, that is something that is quite at odds with everything else that's going on in the world. Whereas you have Japan trying their level best to try and create an inflationary bias, China is looking at deflation. Then when we think about the performance on Wall Street, well, I tuned into Jensen Huang's keynote address for NVidia yesterday, and I wasn't quite prepared for how long it was going to be. But a couple of things that really stood out to me was that it really felt like an iPhone release from back in the early 2010s. And certainly the new chip that they're releasing is a big deal. But NVIDIA was in negative territory today. And a good part of the reason for that is that they're anticipating lower margins on these new chips because they don't feel like they have pricing power. They're trying their best to hold on to their market share. Now, one of the things that they're trying to do is to create all this peripheral software. And there was a lot of talk about what they're going to do, and that they are talking about a completely new form of computing, and that is certainly something that's important. But I think when we think about where that's likely to go, well, there was a lot of talk about virtual assistants, and there was a lot of talk about virtual twins or digital twins. Now, I've seen lots of talk about digital twins over the last 5 or 6 years,